Hey Moon Magic Super Souls, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. I hope all is going really well with you. Beautiful souls, in today's readings we are asking what is going to happen in the situation that's on your mind. So whatever situation this is, if you just kind of get yourself centered in it, if you've got more than one thing going on, it might be worth trying to focus on one thing at a time, but just get yourself centered, and we're going to draw 3 cards together. I'm already seeing this for pile 1 actually, and this one for pile 2. Literally, I'm really seeing them peering out to me through the pack. So, and this is for pile 3. Okay, I'm going to draw a rune and a charm as well, as I often do, and we are asking what's going to happen with the situation that is uppermost on your mind. So get centered and lean into a bit of prayer or a meditation as well, that real meditative state, if that's working for you, just to really help to clear your energy and tune into whatever guidance is coming about this situation. So pile 1, you have the card of spring. So this is the card for pile 1. Pile 2, we have Mystical Sister, Sora Mystica. This is for pile 2. So what is going to happen in the situation on your mind? Pile 3, we have Smoke, Fumus. Okay. So those are our 3 cards. Let's get the runes and the charms. Okay, so for pile 1, you have the rune of signals, and you have also got, this is Anzus, you also have the key. Wow. Okay, so that's for pile 1. Pile 2, you have the rune of joy, Wunjo, how lovely, and you have a bee, a beautiful bee, honeybee. So that is for pile 2. Put it next to that butterfly, wow. Okay, and then pile 3, you have Kano, the rune of openings, and you have, oh wow, this is a really sacred symbol. You have a triangle with a circle and that line going straight down the middle. Can you see that? Okay. How beautiful. I think that's the very first time that this charm has actually come out in a reading on this channel, actually. How very interesting. I can't help noticing the shape of the rune of Kano openings and the, look what you have here. Look at that. Look at that. Is that not something else? Wow. Okay, so pile 3. Okay, beautiful souls, I'm going to leave the video running for just a few moments longer and focus on whatever this situation is that is uppermost in your mind. If there's more than one thing going on, it might be worth focusing on one thing first and then another. And if you're drawn to more than one pile, it's probably worth checking in on more than one pile, because there may be more than one set of guidance coming through to you today. Beautiful souls, it's an honor to be here. I will leave the video running a few moments longer. If you already know which of the readings are speaking to you, the timestamps, as always, are in the description box below. You can just click on them and it will take you straight to the readings, and I'll put the timestamps and the cards and all the stuff that I do into a comment as well. Beautiful souls, see you in the readings in just a moment. Pile 1, welcome to your reading. I just want to say spring is in the air. Whether it is for you or not, I guess it's going to come soon here in the UK where I am, but in your reading, in your world, in the situation that you are thinking about, the one that is uppermost in your mind, spring is in the air. You are about, I think, to have an opening. A new beginning. The key to something is going to be given to you. There'll be a sign, a signal. Something is going to fall into place and something can now blossom or move forwards. Something in your situation, whatever it is, the situation that's uppermost in your mind is about to open up. It's going to unlock and move forward, start to flourish. Let's draw more cards and see what we are shown. May we ask about the situation that is on the mind of my beautiful pile 1s, please. Medicine wheel, continuation. How interesting, because this card actually says, you know, it's time to sort of close the doors of winter, you know, and open the doors and go outside into the time of springtime. And the medicine wheel is all about moving from one point on the wheel to the next. It's a turning point. It's a space of transformation, a space of evolution. It's an energetic space of evolution. Wow, something is really about to shift and turn in your situation, beautiful souls. Now, I'm really curious as to know, what is this signals rune about? What are we being shown here? And this key, is something being opened for you, unlocked? Let's ask for more information. Now, we have some lovely cards from an independent creator today that I'm using. Love using independent people's cards, so there'll be links in the description box for you if you're interested in these. Okay, this is a bonus card. If you are looking for that one person to change your life, go look in the mirror. It's that person looking back at you. Take charge, take control, and take responsibility for yourself and your whole life. Here we are. We also have our second card. We are always at free will, choice. Remember that. Okay, you have a choice in front of you. Okay. I think you're going to potentially open a door for yourself, which is really interesting, though I suspect a sign or a signal or something is going to be given to you that will show you what door you then need to open. You have a choice. You're going to change something. You're opening the door. I mean, this card literally does talk about opening doors. Doors that were closed during the winter time can now be opened. You step outside into spring. You move into the medicine wheel. You move from one phase to the next. Given that we're talking about signals, let's draw a number card and see what we're shown around signals. I'm seeing 2 cards coming through for you. We have 999, release, balance, finances, success, wealth, cycles. What goes around comes around. Full circle. Okay. So, your current circumstances are ending, so you might take advantage of better ones. If you are experiencing a significant change or conclusion, viewing your life as a series of cycles or chapters may be helpful. How can you make room for something new to emerge? 777, perseverance, change of perspective, reflection, inner strength, wisdom, enlightenment. There's a need for a change of perspective on whatever has taken over you now. If you want to succeed, you need to keep going down the road you're on. Reach for the wisdom within, and then you'll just know what the next right step is. Okay, so you are going to take a step. Basically, something has reached its conclusion. A chapter, a cycle. Now, this could be an attitude that's affecting your current situation, because you always have free will and choice. If you're looking for that one person to change your life, go look in the mirror. That person is you. Something has come to an end. Let's draw more cards. Something has come to an end in your world. Maybe ask for more information, more guidance. Let it go. Okay, you could not write it, could you? You just couldn't. I love it when cards pop out like this. You couldn't write it. This situation no longer serves you. Allow me to sever your energetic connections to the past so you can embrace the future. This is an Archangel Michael card. Archangel Michael's Sword of Light card, actually. Okay. What I'm seeing is it really is time to unlock the door to your future. The situation that is around you, whatever this is for you, the situation you're in, we're asking what's going to happen with the situation that's on your mind. You need to terminate it, to end it, to cut ties to it, or at least to change your attitude towards it. Okay, that I'm hearing as well. You need to at least change your attitude towards it. Perhaps no longer be bound by it. Do you know, I'm going to draw some tea leaves. Now, this is a big pack, the tea leaves. I'm seeing this card and this one and that one. I'm also feeling there is another in here to be had as well. Okay, seeing this one and also this one. Okay, let's pop those out of the way. What do we have here? Okay, so you need to take a step. Right, beware of greed. Sunrise, new creative ideas, new ventures, a fresh start. Crown, honour and respect will come to you. Unicorn and rose, romance is in the air, and unicorn, use your intuition to make beneficial changes. Okay. You have a major opportunity in this situation to approach it with new eyes or a new lens, to let something go. If you are building something and your figure, I don't know, your mind is dominated by the reward that you're going to get, it's like shifting your perspective and doing it for the love of it. If there's someone on your mind, if the situation involves someone on your mind, you have free will. You can unlock the door. If somebody is on your mind and you haven't stepped forwards, perhaps you're experiencing insecurities, then cut the cords, persevere. Go for it. Use your intuition to make beneficial changes. It's very interesting. When we first drew this card, I felt like a new doorway was open for you. What's interesting is within your situation, I actually don't think the actual situation itself is to end. I'm going to get really quite specific here, and I'm going to draw more cards to see if I can clarify this. But certainly for some of you at least, I don't think the situation is supposed to end. I think it's meant to continue, but it's meant to move forwards. It's got stuck. It's at a stalemate because there's either an inner attitude or a perspective or a hesitancy on your part that says it won't work or I can't make this happen. So I don't think, and it's like you hold the key to the door. I don't think this is about severing ties to your situation. It's severing ties to the things that are stopping you from stepping through the door and grasping it. That is what I'm hearing really, really clearly. Release those fears. Your current circumstances are ending, so you might take advantage of better ones. It's like if you've been living in a situation where you've been experiencing financial hardship and you haven't been going for anything that you want. Something is shifting. You need to open the door and take something for yourselves, but not in a greedy way, not in a self-interested way, but in a way that says, that's about creativity and desire and doing something for the right reasons. Let's draw tarot cards for you, because I am very certain something is meant to continue. You're meant to persevere with it. Okay, I don't think it's the continuing or the growing or the moving something forwards that's coming, and the severing cords is stuff that you need to release that's in the way of you doing this. Maybe you've been stuck in a situation because of security, and actually you need to leap out of your comfort zone and go for it. Queen of Pentacles. Now this is one very self-assured lady. You know, if you're looking for that one person to change your life, go look in the mirror. It's that person looking right back at you. Yeah, she is one self-assured lady. She is successful. She doesn't let stuff hold her back. She's also, I always think, the queen of self-care. King of Swords. Now, what a dynamic connection here. Because the King of Swords, the energy is so determined, able to see something through. Able to make stuff happen and sustain it, like with a real clear state of mind. We have the Moon, we have the Ace of Pentacles. I'm hearing to the Moon and back. That's what's coming through here. I'll take you to the Moon and back. There is something right in front of you that you're not grasping, or you're not letting go of something within you that blocks you from seeing it and having it. Though all the signals are there, the signs are there. There is something that really means something to you. You feel it at a level of depth. In your situation, there is something that you could just drown in it. It's the emotions are so strong. Romance is in the air. I said spring is in the air. I'm now hearing that song, Love is in the air. How does it go? Love is in the air. It's every sight and every sound, or something like that. I don't know. I can't remember the words, but it's got that. Spring is in the air. Love is in the air. It's there. Something around you is really there for you. And yet for some reason you are diving into the depths of, for some of you, like insecurity, like you just feeling like you can't grasp it. You're taking yourself into the depths of winter and not opening the door to spring. All the signs and signals are right in front of you. It's a gift. It's right there for you. All you've got to do is open the door, unlock that door and walk through it. That means letting go of insecurities. This is meant to continue. This is meant to, you're meant to persevere, release any blocks and persevere. Your message is so clear. We're saying, what is going to happen? Well, I think, well, I'll draw more cards, but this is just telling us what's going on. Let's draw more cards in a moment. Yeah, so Ten of Swords. I love this Ten of Swords. Of all the different tarot packs that I use, this is the Lightseers Tarot, by the way. It's a fabulous pack. Do you know, of all the Ten of Swords, this is, I just think, so positive. I never see it as a sort of a crisis ending. It's do you know what? I've seen the light and I'm walking to it. I know where I want to go and I'm going there. It's like the path is lit up for you. Whatever this is that you really desire, that you would love. Love is in the air. Whatever you would love. It's time to cut the cords of any insecurities. And with great determination, go for it. Look after yourself, believe in your needs, believe you have the right to have the thing you desire, to own it, to have it, to hold it. Now we are asking what will happen. Now let's say, assuming that you unlock that door, assuming you decide to take that step, because you're the person looking right back at you who can do this and make this happen. You are the person with conscious free will and choice. So on that basis, may we please ask what the outcome would be if pile number one follow the advice or the guidance here and do open that door and move towards the thing that they desire, the thing that is right in front of them that's being offered to them. The Maiden. Wowza, wow. Look at that pathway ahead. Look at the joy. Look at, this is like a card of promise. Purity, promise. Love really is in the air. Whatever this is for you, it may not be a relationship. For some it might be with romance, but you know, honor and respect will come to you. Whatever this situation is, you will be respected for taking that path. I do feel it's loaded with fertility, loaded with potential, loaded with promise. How interesting that this came up in reverse. So let me just show you this card in the upright position. So this is the Five of Earth. Now, in a traditional pack, that's the Five of Pentacles. What fascinates me is that I always feel this is somebody where, you know, he's a bit of a player. I want to say play your cards right. What's that saying, isn't it? If you play your cards right, you get what you want. The fact that it came out in reverse for me brought quite a strong message, because this card can mean, you know, that someone is a little bit of there's some trickster energy. Someone's a little bit deceptive. Like behind this person, there is a very shadowy figure. I've said it before in readings when I've drawn this card. Do you know, for ages my attention was always drawn to this figure, and I didn't see this one in the background for a little while when I first started using this pack. This is like, you know, if you play your cards right, I think you can have what you want, or something that's been in the shadows, something that you've almost denied yourself. Because it came out in reverse, I want to say this is not about maneuvering or manipulating something. Playing your cards right isn't about setting something up, because there's something very pure in what you can actually have here. There's something on offer for you. There's a purity, a return to potential here. Playing your cards right means removing the masks, not sitting in the shadows. And something that you have desired, I think, can come to you, but it needs to be in a really honest, upfront way, which I think is why that's shot out in reverse for us. Maybe we see what the outcome will be if pile one take that step. Okay, the scribe. Wow. Okay, so this is 12 of air. I actually honestly feel that this is like, it's almost like there's something about destiny and fate that's kicking in with this. This is an opportunity that feels very fated. If it is romantic, it could be a serious soulmate or twin flame. I just feel this is this opportunity that is right in front of you that you've been holding back from is very fated. It's almost like it's written in the stars. And therefore it can happen. It is as if it has been written. That's what I want to say with the scribe. Decreed. And look at this, integrity. How beautiful. Back to this card. It's interesting that integrity sits under this card here. Where I was saying what's really important is, how interesting, a card has just fallen out of the pack, literally. Thought. I think your situation can really emerge if you choose to let it. It's like it is written in the stars. But it does need to be approached with integrity in a way that is completely upfront. You see, I don't think you'll have to wear the masks that you've been wearing in this situation. You can just be you. You can move something forwards. I always feel this is like a cooking cauldron in this card of thought. And look at this, we've got masks here. Yes, and we had the card of the moon. I always feel we have a sun mask and a moon mask. It's like you can remove the masks. I think something very real is going to potentially happen here. Something very real, very significant. You know, respect will come to you. Something very... It's like springtime, isn't it? Opening that door. Yeah, I think there is genuine, real, solid potential for something that is really significant for you. No, so whatever your situation, whatever's uppermost in your mind, I think it is absolutely there for the taking. It's time for you to let go of any resistance to having it, to remove any self-doubt or anything, any physical blocks, any material blocks, any beliefs. Mostly I think this is possibly inner beliefs that stop you from actually opening the door and saying, do you know what, I am going for this, I want this, this is what I want. I think it will come to you. And what's fabulous is there's a real realness about it. You don't have to pretend to be anything other than who you are. You can just be you. There's a real level of authenticity in the outcome here. Pile 3, I feel that this is your reading. I feel that there is nothing more to be said beyond I am seeing a very successful outcome. I guess we could draw just a couple more cards to have a sneaky peek at perhaps a longer term future as to where this goes, what the outcome might be in the distance. Of course, these things, you know, are difficult to say. You've got to open that door. You've got to remove any blocks. What would be a final card? Maybe just an indication of an outcome for us. There it is. Queen of Water. Okay, wow. This for me is like emotional satisfaction. This is like the Queen of Cups. This is emotional satisfaction, feeling really fulfilled, feeling sort of like mind, body, spirit, fulfilled, feeling just, I mean, you could just dream away in it. And with turtles here and the crab, Cancer's crab here, we've got Cancer energy. So something can be nurtured, healed, I would say as well. If there's been anything in your current stuckness or not moving something forwards that has, whatever it has been, it gets healed, it gets fixed, it gets repaired. And I see genuine new beginnings coming and emerging from this, just flowing into being. Pile 1, this is beautiful. Beautiful souls, this is your reading today. I love these cards that are showing us this beautiful outcome. Yeah, love is in the air, spring is in the air. Romance is in the air for some of you, whatever this is. Whatever your situation, take the initiative, beautiful souls. I think it's meant to continue. It's not meant to stop. The severing of ties, the letting go, the stopping is anything within you that is in the way of you continuing and persevering. Your message is clear. Beautiful souls, tons and tons and tons of love. I will put anything and everything into the description box should you want to check anything out that I do. And beautiful souls, please do subscribe. It really does help the channel, support the channel, and supports me in, you know, continuing to put free stuff into the world. And thank you so much for all of you who are subscribed. It is such a privilege to be connected with you all and have you connected to the Moon Magic family here on YouTube. Tons of love, beautiful souls. Pile 2, welcome to your reading. You have Wunjo, the rune of joy. This is like, well, it's like a new dawn, or carried across the gap by the wings of heaven. It's a gift, it's a blessing. Now, you also have the bee and mystical sister. This is suggesting that someone is coming in to assist you. It's like a soulmate connection, not necessarily an intimate relationship. I'm not saying it couldn't be, but it's much more aligned, particularly with the bee here, with maybe someone who's coming to do some work with you. It could be a friendship. It could even be literally a sibling. It doesn't have to be female, even though we've got the energy of sisterhood here. It's just that you have the energy of support, of someone coming in, somebody who wants to support you, who has your back, who's really there for you. You're coming together with purpose, and primarily they're coming in support of you. So whatever your situation, you know, what will happen with the situation that you have on your mind, I feel you're going to be aided by someone in this. Someone who really comes in. Maybe they've known you in a past life. They may even have made a pact with you in a past life to meet you at this particular point of time to assist you in a situation. But there is love and support around you. Let's draw. Actually, I'm going to draw from the shamanic medicine cards first. May we ask for more information for pile 2 about their situation. What's going to happen with this situation, the current situation that pile 2 are in? We have water, expression. Now that is interesting, because this card sometimes indicates someone who will really listen to you and hear you. Okay. Could be that someone steps in and really hears what you're going through. They're really conscious. They want to listen to you. They want to support you. May I please have more information? I'm seeing this card. We have some lovely cards from an independent creator that we're using today. As always, the cards are in the description box. We have, do you know what? This was in pile 1. How fascinating. Now, if you, how fascinating. If you were drawn to pile 1 too, then I would highly recommend you check it out. So, what was I just saying about someone there to listen to you, someone to hear you, you can express yourself. So, first of all, the bonus card says, if you are looking for that one person to change your life, go look in the mirror. It's that person looking right back at you. Take charge, take control, and take responsibility for yourself and your whole life. But we also have listen. Listen to understand, not to respond, not to judge, however this applies. So there's listening involved here. I think someone comes in to listen to you, to hear you, or someone, well, we need more cards actually, but yes, someone coming in who hears you. They could be a witness to your situation. But my goodness me, they have your back. They really are there for you. Let's draw some number cards to see what we're shown here. Maybe we have additional guidance. See this one, 888. Balance, finances, success, wealth, cycles. What goes around comes around. A lot of money is coming your way. Fortune refers to more than just monetary and material success. If you don't appreciate the people in your life now, you won't have them tomorrow. This message encourages you to take personal responsibility, which this card is about, and use it to realize your greatest potential. I feel like I think someone is, this card is coming through for you too. I think someone is coming in to really hear you, to have your back, to potentially work with you, to assist you to do something that you couldn't do on your own. Okay? And when they come in, you are being asked to really also, because I think it could rocket you to success or move something forwards, you are asked to acknowledge and validate that. So for example, if someone has supported you, as and when you rocket to success, you remember them, you pay them back, you give them something in return. 1001, spiritual awakening, new beginnings, personal development, prioritizing creativity and heading in the right direction. A new phase in a religious or spiritual quest. You are going through a spiritual awakening which can feel like the dark night of the soul. You're on the path to enlightenment, and this too shall pass. So I'm kind of hearing that you are actually in a place, this is very interesting, where maybe you are struggling to see the joy in your situation. That may not be all the time, but I think for some of you, there is a bit of this dark night of the soul energy around, okay? And actually, someone is about to come in and support you. They're about to hear you, to listen to you, to have your back, to give you the energy you need, the support you need to lift. And when you do lift, I think there's going to be a really significant awakening, a realization of how things are, and success coming with it. It literally is carried across the gap by the wings of heaven, moving from a place of uncertainty, shroudedness, of maybe of doubt, darkness, to a place where you feel alive again, and a place where you can flourish. What else do we have for my beautiful, beautiful pile 2? We have, this is an Archangel Michael card. Make a decision. Are you choosing to prioritize yourself or another in this situation? Accept divine guidance pointing you towards your own joy. You deserve it. How interesting. So we've got someone coming in and having your back. I wonder if you really aren't allowing yourself to have something you want or be okay. Remember, listen to understand, not to respond, not to judge. However this applies, just listen. Keep something in check here. Keep something in balance. What else have we shown for you? We've got Let It Go. This came out in pile 1 as well. Okay. Expression. I'm seeing emotional release for some of you here. This situation no longer serves you. There is something that you're needing to bring into balance, like a dark night of the soul space. Part of it is a spiritual awakening. It's to do with you lifting yourself, to do with you moving into a space of hope and possibility. Increase your knowledge. Education brings opportunities. Take a course, pick up a book, or find a mentor to teach you what your soul longs to know. There's definitely opportunity around you to learn from this situation, rather than be sort of stuck in it almost. What else do we have for this one I'm seeing. Take control of your thoughts. How interesting, we have a key here on a sword. Have faith and stay focused on the outcome you truly desire. Okay, so your situation, my beautiful, excuse me, my beautiful pile 2. I feel your situation is actually quite heavy going emotionally, and I'm sorry that you may be feeling that way. But I do feel it's something you're trying to work at it, or you're trying to work your way through it. Now, the key here is to bring life back into balance and start to prioritize yourself. It may be that some of you have been giving more than you've been receiving. You haven't been looking after yourself, or I feel like it's almost like you're quite hung up on something or someone. That's what it feels like. You know, someone or something is on your mind. You're having trouble letting it go, going over and over and over the same, but with quite a negative stance. Actually, I think someone's coming in to help you. Now, this is non-gender specific. It's somebody who has your back, who really is there for you. They're supporting you. I'm feeling a lot of disappointment, a lot of, you know, it hasn't worked, or it's never going to work, and actually something can really shift here. Part of what needs to happen is the taking charge of your thoughts, and also allowing yourself to receive help as well from somebody who absolutely is there for you. Someone who's going to assist you. A lot of money is coming your way. Fortune refers to more than just monetary and material success. If you don't appreciate the people in your life now, you won't have them tomorrow. I think there is somebody who reaches out or is reaching out to help you. You may not actually really be as open to receiving them or as receptive to them. It's almost as if it feels like you're quite centered, quite focused, like a moth to a flame. And you need to rise above the flame. It's like the moth needs to fly away from that flame, because it's not actually that helpful. You know, the flame is ultimately going to be the demise of the moth. I'm not saying your situation will be your demise, but there's something here about making a decision and moving away from, it's like moving away from something that tangles you or doesn't feel quite right. Contracts could be involved in this as well. There could be some form of contract or agreement that maybe you've got embroiled in that isn't necessarily going to be right, or that you're tangled in it and you feel you should or you ought to, all the shoulds, shouldn'ts, ought to's, because the rune of joy speaks of moving from a place of fog to a place of clarity. You know, fog sometimes indicates fear, obligation, guilt. You know, something you feel you ought to be tied into. And actually, this is let's not be tied into this. You know, let's free yourself. Make a choice, make a decision. Listen to the scenario, and also I think listen to somebody. I do feel there's someone around you who really does have your back. Listen to that person. You're going to be carried across the gap by the wings of heaven. You're going to get what you need in order to, you know, a lot of money is coming to you, whatever it is. You're going to get what you need to get to where you want. But I sort of feel the track that you're currently on isn't right. Okay? Which is interesting. Or it isn't that, I want to get really specific about this. Let me draw some more cards. I sort of feel it's not that your end desire isn't right. It's just the particular method that you're trying to go about getting it. There's something about that isn't quite right, if I'm really specific about it. I'm going to draw some tea leaves as well. Let's draw some tarot cards first. Can we see what this is sort of suggesting? So we've got the Six of Swords. We've got Temperance. Yeah, you need to look at something here. Temperance really does indicate, and relationships too. It indicates balance. It indicates weighing things up. Six of Swords, coming away from something, being steered away from something. Yeah, because look at this, Six of Pentacles. You're moving from the Six of Swords to the Six of Pentacles, moving away from something, weighing something up, evaluating it, and then kind of almost like the resources you need, which is what we have here, 888, karma, you know, then what you need will come to you. You'll be given what you need for this to happen. Let's draw some tea leaves here. Now these are such a big pack. I'm just going to actually cut the pack here. Okay, I'm going to cut again. Feel that one on the top and that one. And then once more here. There. Heart. Love, deep affection and caring. Okay, yeah, there's definitely someone who seriously has your back here, actually. Tent, temporary situation. Right, so there's whatever your situation is, it is temporary. We're seeing that here very clearly. If you kind of move away from being bogged into one train of thought, take control of your thoughts, then you can actually move this forwards. You can bring it into balance, look at it from a balanced perspective, and exactly what you need can then come to you. You are highly thought of, peace and harmony. How beautiful. Yeah, whoever has your back, I do think if they're either around you already or they're going to come into your world. You know, they really, really care about you. They have your back. They're really looking out for your interests. I genuinely think that what you need is coming to you in the way of resources, whatever that may be. It's just there's an adjustment. There's a temporary situation around you, an adjustment to be made. Now, let us ask for a bit of a sneaky peek into what will happen with the situation that you have on your mind. Let's say, assuming that you can allow yourself to receive whatever is coming to you, the person who's supporting you. I do feel very strongly there's someone. We have the scribe. This came out in pile 1 too. How fascinating. Okay, they're very different readings, but nevertheless, the scribe. So the scribe is, I feel like it's, especially if you're involved in contracts, something can get rewritten, it can get reorganized, reorientated. I've just noticed here, have you seen in the bottom of this card? Look at that bee. I mean, just look at, isn't that amazing? I think it is gonna, is the camera focusing? I think so. Look at that beautiful bee. Okay, so this can absolutely be worked through. This situation can be sorted. And actually, I feel like divine timing is involved here. Look at the runes. I'll bring this card back up to the camera for you. Look at all the signs and the symbols, you know, on this drawing. Even on the horns here, you can see the different rune symbols here. So we are looking at, you know, it's like there's something, a temporary situation, something has to adjust. There's something else coming, I think, for you. It will still be the end goal that you desire, or whatever, or the outcome you desire is coming to you. It's just that the timing isn't quite right yet. Patience is needed here. It's a temporary situation. Yeah, here's your other two cards, 3 cards showing up. What do we have? We have the Father, so the Emperor. Absolutely, this is going to resolve itself. You're going to get what you desire. I mean, this is a real solid, stable card. Yeah, this will materialize. We have the King of Fire. Do you know, I cannot believe that there are definite connections with pile 1. This came out in pile 1 and it came out in reverse. Okay. I'm going to put it in the upright position because I tend to read cards in the upright position, but I'm noting that it came out in reverse and I'm just going to talk a little bit about that. Okay. This is energy that's a little bit trickstery in the upright position. In the reverse position, it's suggesting that the trickster energy is over, it's passing. Behind this figure, who's very bold as brass, very forward, we've got a shadowy figure here, just behind here. Now, I do feel that you are highly thought of, and I think sort of, if there are any contracts involved, this is about taking your time to seriously read the small print. Cross the T's, dot the I's. You may need to leave something behind or make an adjustment. But I'm seeing things come in back into balance here. You're going to get what you desire. I think the timing, something isn't quite right, but it will be. New beginnings, personal development, prioritizing a new phase. You're going through a spiritual awakening. I think part of the spiritual layer of evolution in your situation, because there always is a bigger picture, which is not always easy to see when we are struggling with something or wanting something to happen. But I think the bigger picture is learning to trust divine timing and allow yourself to receive support and navigate something in a really fluent way. There's a lesson coming through here. Maybe we look at the ultimate outcome, please. I mean, I'm seeing it coming through, but interesting that this card showed up. Maybe we have a look at the ultimate outcome, please. Oops. Okay, that's a ton of cards, but I'm going with these two. Emotions, lovely, and the 10 of Earth, beautiful, beautiful. Right, okay. Back to emotions being heard, which is what we started with this card. I'm just going to move these just to show us again. Water, expression, listen, someone listening to you, hearing you, responding to you, helping you. Emotions can come back into balance. There's an ownership here of something that I think is a little bit, there's stuff under the surface here. Again, this card indicates something that can be a bit trickstery, something behind the scenes going on, or below, not below the belt as such. But I feel with this card of emotions, something can be expressed, seen and heard, and then it gets sorted. Look at this. You don't have to wear the masks that you feel you don't have to cover things up here. I think if you can express yourself to someone who actually really, really genuinely has your back, I think the solution you need can come to you. It's about being really honest and really upfront, not hiding anything. Being totally upfront about what you desire, what you want, or what you need the outcome to be. And I think someone's going to come in and support you. They'll listen to you and they'll respond to you. You're being shown really clearly that you have to be really open and honest here. And the part of this spiritual awakening is you being able to have that voice and trusting that when you talk to somebody, they're going to listen. Obviously, you need to be discerning about who you talk to, make a decision. You do need to prioritize yourself. You need to prioritize what's right for you in your own well-being. That's also about choosing who you talk to and moving towards your own joy. I just feel that the help you need is coming to you. But there's something about being patient, about divine timing, about voicing things openly and in a really appropriate way, so that then you can receive the help you need to resolve your situation, or in fact, it's not even just resolve it, it's actually to achieve whatever it is that you actually desire, because it can come to you. I'm seeing resources, energy come to you, peace and harmony. But there's a process to go through. This is all about listening and having that voice and having someone listen to you, so that then you can receive help. And that is what I'm seeing. There's nothing here that says you can't get what you need, because we've got additional resources, generosity coming in here. I'm going to draw just one more card for you. I'm sort of almost, I'm really itching to see what's going to happen for you. How might this work out? King of Air. Okay, so you really can actually take charge. It's taking charge of something here. Taking charge of how you feel. Taking charge is it's literally, this is like a manifestation reading in many ways, recognizing that what you think is what you create. If you're embroiled in the can'ts or the emotional entanglement beneath the surface, that it clogs up and gets in the way of you being able to have what comes your way. A lot of money is coming your way. Resources, everything you need is going to come to you. I think there's something within you that you need to just address and straighten out a little bit. And in doing that, you know, removing the masks, I then think that things can align, because you're going to have the backing from someone who will really support you in achieving exactly what you desire. But to receive that, you've kind of got to sit in a really open, honest place and take charge of your own emotions that could actually be guiding and steering this situation, rather than being really quite logical and clear-cut about it. I hope this is helpful to you, pile 2. I am sending you tons and tons of love, and keep us posted in the comments. It's always wonderful to hear from you. Thank you so much for joining me for these readings today. Thank you all of you for liking, sharing and subscribing. Subscribing really does help the channel, so thank you so much. And I'm just sending you the biggest hug in the world. And I look forward to seeing you again for some other readings really soon. Tons of love. Pile 3, welcome to your reading. I am blown away by the fact that we just have the same symbols. This symbol, I'm going to put it against the black because I think you can see it more clearly. I have never, this is the first time this charm has ever come out in any of my readings. And I mean, you have the same symbols. You have a circle, you have a triangle. I mean, seriously, the synchronicity of that is remarkable. I'm totally blown away by your reading already. Now, Kano, the rune of openings, is really, it's gaining clarity. Literally, one of the books that I have read about runes, it says, you know, you're coming out of fog into clarity. And what do we have? We have smoke. Now, there's no smoke without fire, I'm hearing as well. So I feel like there's something you need to see. See through the smoke screen. Listen to the smoke, be aware of the smoke, don't just ignore it. Find clarity of direction. Clearly we need to draw a lot more cards. So let's dive straight into your cards and see what we're shown. We are asking what will happen in the situation that you currently have on your mind. And we'll say, yes, so we've got a smoke screen. What's going on? Now we have medicine bag, treasure. Okay. I'm looking at the seashells here in this bag. Medicine bag, treasure. Something here emerging, something inside. Let's do more. We're using some beautiful independent cards from an independent creator today as well, which is lovely. I love using independent creator cards. We have imagination. Having the ability to think or dream of new, interesting, unorthodox, unconventional ideas, bringing something out of the bag. Having creativity, being a free thinker, thinking outside the box. If you can dream it, you can create it. Right, sometimes forgiveness concurs, the hardest of hearts. At times it is the only thing that does. Offering forgiveness. Pay attention to your dreams, your dream state. Ego is idle and quiet. It's your unconscious messages from your soul. Consider keeping a dream journal. Okay. Your situation requires you to pull something out of the bag. It requires you to think outside of the box. It requires you to notice, observe, be aware of what's really going on. See through the illusion, see through the smoke screen. Find that opening. There is an opening here. There is a window of opportunity here, but you may not be able to see it. May we have more information for pile 3, please? This came out in every single reading. Normally when a card comes out again, I think, oh, you might want to check in with reading 1 or whatever. Well, you know, it's come in every reading. Let it go. This situation no longer serves you. Allow me to sever your energetic connections to the past so you can embrace your future. Okay. Feel another from this pack, actually. Yep. Embrace your life purpose. Ah. Okay, I am guiding you towards your divine life purpose. Whatever makes your heart joyful is what you're meant to be doing. Okay, so whatever situation this is, whatever really makes your heart sing is what you're actually meant to be doing. Now, what I'm seeing is, I think you possibly know what you want to do, but you're trying to work out how to do it, how to get there, you've got to pull something out of the bag to achieve it somehow. Well, that's what it's feeling like. But the purpose, this element of your life purpose this is something that's really going to make you happy. But you've got to work out how to do it. Some of you may have to forgive someone to do it, or you may have to forgive yourselves. 888. This came out in one of the other readings too. Balance, finances, success, wealth cycles. What goes around comes around. A lot of money is coming your way. Fortune refers to more than just monetary and material success. If you don't appreciate the people in your life now, you won't have them tomorrow. This message encourages you to take personal responsibility and use it to realize your greatest potential. There's something that will make you really happy, and you're going to have to pull something out of the bag to make it happen. Yeah, where there's smoke, there's fire. I'm actually getting a message here about something that's sort of smouldering. You know, like a fire that's not quite alight, but it kind of is. And you only have to flame the ashes and up it would go. Something that is sitting within you, smouldering. Now, for some of you, this could be something you feel really passionate about. Something that would fire you up. For many of you, actually, because it's your life purpose. Something that's really going to fire you up. It's sitting there, it's smouldering, it's simmering. It's like you know you want it, but you can't quite work out how to get it. You feel like you've got to pull something out of the bag. On the other hand, for some of you, if there is something that's not so okay in your situation, likewise, I mean, you could be feeling angry, resentful. Forgiveness is needed. It could be forgiveness of someone else or forgiveness of yourself. But something needs shifting here. Let's draw your tea leaves, seeing those. Feeling like the one on the base of the pack wishes to show itself. Mountain Road. You are on the road to success. Well, that's a really beautiful energy. Cracked Cup. Dissatisfaction with life. Okay. We have Bridge. Successfully overcoming a problem. I'm loving your cards. And Egg, success assured with good plans and hard work. You need to work out what you're going to do and then do it. Okay, in your situation at the moment, you're shrouded in this sort of slightly dissatisfied, not okayness, feeling like something you really want is eluding you, or it's not quite falling into place. That smoke screen, and yet that idea, that dream, there's something that would really make you happy, because actually that's your life purpose, is to be happy, not at the expense of anyone else, but what will really make your heart joyful is what you're meant to be doing right now. In your situation, there is something I think that would make you really joyous. What you're needing to do is let go of this sort of sense of dissatisfaction. If something got broken, you know, it's possible to forgive and repair. But you're going to need to pull something out of the bag to do it. Let's get more information. May we have more guidance and information. What's the pulling out of the bag? What have pile 3 got to do? Justice. Okay, that's an interesting one. Page of Wands. I'm seeing this one. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles, that figures. Ten of Cups, wow, okay. So what we have here is justice. I think there's a need to sort of sum things up, really. Get real with yourself here. That's what I want to say. Get real. Get out your own way. Get real. And really, like, what's basically going to make your heart sing? What is it that you really desire? Something in this situation is clouded, fogged up, and this is literally about weighing it up, getting real. Be really real with yourself. Maybe you're not really acknowledging what you actually want to manifest, what you really want to have, to hold. And it's almost like I feel like you're sitting a little bit in that kind of situation, and we can all do it, where you're sat sort of feeling really a bit down in the dumps, dissatisfied with life. Some aspect of your life is not really working, but you're not at the same time going for what you really want. And this is the challenge here. You know, in a way, there's a need for you to just actually commit with justice as well. Make a commitment to actually move forwards and do the thing that you really want to do. I mean, the medicine bag is a card of treasure. You can have this. You've got to make a commitment, and you've got to sort of go for it. And then we get the energy of the Ten of Cups. I mean, you could not have a more blessed outcome here. But at the moment, I feel like there's this sense of dissatisfaction in the way, this feeling of despondency. I think for some of you as well, it may be feeling a bit like you swing from, you know, that positive place where you're really hopeful to a really sort of down in the dumps place where you feel that this will never happen. And there's a need to kind of try and level this out and really hold that space of potential. What you have is successfully overcoming a problem, success assured with good plans and hard work. You know, this is about having like a nest egg, or, you know, thinking about how to investing your energy wisely, investing in something that you really want to do. Let's ask some more questions for you. Okay. May we please ask about the let it go here, the smoke, the current smoke, and the letting it go. Okay, King of Air. Oh wow, King of Fire. Right, okay. So you've had a real dilemma, almost like a battle between your head and your heart. And maybe you've got tangled more in your head than your heart with the Ten of Cups. It seems to me that there's a need to, I mean, for sure, think out of the box. Use your mind, not to keep you stuck, but to move you forwards. I feel you've had a dilemma, a battle between head and heart. And I think this is suggesting that somehow what your real life purpose is to have the thing that will make your heart sing. What you've got to do is utilize your mind, not to talk you out of it, but to help you work out the way to move forwards, how to pull something out of the bag to make it actually happen. Yeah, the Counselor. Okay. So maybe that you need to, I feel with the Counselor card, it's about finding understanding rather than judgment. You know, with the card of Justice, rather than judging a situation, this is about actually looking at it from the perspective of understanding so that you can work out what to do. Intuition, absolutely. So with the Counselor and intuition, there's a need to navigate this. Again, you've been tangled, I think, between your head and your heart. And your head, I don't think it's been your higher mind. I think it's been very much, you know, the ego mind, the logical, closing doors rather than opening them. This is a time to really hear and listen to your intuition, to listen to your heart and do what's going to make your heart sing. That's what's going to clear the fog. And you may need to talk about it. And yeah, this is about what you desire. Follow what you desire. Yes, this is your destiny, your calling, your purpose. There is something in your world, whatever it actually is, it will be unique to you. but it's your purpose, it's your calling, because it's going to make you happy, and your ultimate calling on this planet is to be happy. Not at the expense of anyone else, obviously, but this is your destiny. I think you've been talking yourself out of your destiny. And this reading seems to me to be telling you to talk yourself into your destiny rather than out of it. With the card of thought, remove the masks. Think about how to do this. Think out of the box. Think of out of the box solutions. How can you pull something out of the bag? You can do this. You can rise to this, and this is about connecting with higher thought and intuition, not the ego mind, which tangles us up in knots. So we ask for a couple more cards. We are being shown a couple more cards. I feel like I'm getting these two and these two, so let's put them here and look at them all. Okay, pile 3. Emotion, intellect, back to this. This is very interesting. And then we have the 4. Oh, this is wonderful. We have the 4 of earth. Right. So what I'm seeing here, pile 3, this is about using, rather than doing battle between your heart and your mind, this is about using your emotions and the power of your mind in the most positive way. So they're working as a team. So your mind is steering your passions, your energy into actions that can create results, and seeing it through, working it through, because this is a card of strength. This is a card of building something of substance, offering something, making something work, working it through. If this is connected in any way to a work setting, you'll be able to work it through. We then have the 4 of air, and we have the journey. Look at this, and I'm seeing with these pathways here. Okay, two 4s, look at this, bang in the middle. I always think the energy of the 4s is quite stable, it's quite static. Now this is the 4 of Pentacles in a traditional pack. This is the 4 of Swords in a traditional pack. You can work your way through this, okay? One step at a time. You can build the stepping stones to where you need to be to success. But think it through. Out of the box solutions. Press the pause button. There'll be timing involved here. Think of the different steps you can take, and then set forth on the journey. Take that first step, but don't take that first step in a rush, emotionally driven. Take it in a thought through, balanced way. Use your intuition, guide your way through it. What's the outcome? What's the outcome of this? I'm fascinated by your reading, pile 3, I really am. 8 of Cups, beautiful. Okay, oh, this is gorgeous. So you have the 8 of Cups and the Devil. Now the 8 of Cups is, we're seeing her walk to something. It's a beautiful, beautiful energy, this 8 of Cups, because she's walking to the light. And the Devil card, ultimately the Devil is a card of liberation. It's cutting the cords that tie you. I almost feel like with this doing battle between your head and your heart, it's like you put your hands over your ears like an ostrich putting their head in the ground, and you just like, oh, I can't cope with this, I don't know what to do. Okay, this is about cutting those I don't know what to do cords, because Kano, the rune of opening, is very directive. It's very clear. It's about finding a clear direction. There is actually a way to do this. Okay, you know what's going to happen with the situation on your mind. There's a way to approach this. It's going to be unique to each of you because your situations are unique, but this will be about you thinking out of the box, thinking about a solution that will enable you to step away from the bit of you that's been saying, oh, it won't work, I can't do it, and because there will be a way forward here. Okay, yeah, absolutely there will. We have the Magician. Yes, and we have the Queen of Wands. I mean, she is the mistress of manifestation. You can do this. Everything here, I feel like your spirit team are like saying, you can do this. You can make this happen. Stop doing battle. Acknowledge, you know, Acknowledge the situation for what it is. Stop doing battle. Successfully overcoming a problem. Success assured with good plans and hard work. You can do this. Everything in your reading is saying you can do this. Absolutely, you can do this. You can manifest this. You can create the transformation that you desire. But this is about getting your mind and emotions to work for you in collaboration. It's all about manifesting something, really, in a way. But finding clarity of direction, knowing what step to take next. Because there are steps to take, but the steps may be slightly unconventional or out of the box, the steps you're needing to take to make this happen. But intuitively, you need to take that first step and follow it through. Let me ask for any further information or guidance for my lovely pile threes, please. Doesn't feel right. There, that does. Temperance. Yeah, balance in everything, but this would suggest that you're being guided. It would suggest you're being guided. If this is in connection to any form of relationship, it's going to be a very balanced relationship. Ooh. And the sun. Wow, this is success. This is success. Look how the energy changes from sort of being in a darker place right through to sort of real blinding success. Everything in your reading is saying success is assured, but it will require an out-of-the-box solution and letting go of that burden of battle where your heart desperately wants something and your logical head or your ego head is closing doors as fast as your heart is burning, simmering away. Where there's smoke, there's fire, simmering, wanting to be, you know, that flame wants to be lit. It doesn't want to be a smouldering, smoky bit of fire. It wants to burst into flame. And you can do this. You've got to find an out-of-the-box solution to do it, but you can do it. I feel like it has to come from you. Interestingly enough, I think the reason it has to come from you is because it means you will be stepping into your personal best to make this happen. And it's you doing that that creates this whole shift in the energy where ultimately the success then comes to you. Pile 3, it really, really does. It's like everything aligns and falls into place, these sacred symbols. Okay, beautiful souls. I'm just very struck actually suddenly, of course, what did we have exactly here? All these symbols, all this sacred geometry going on here in this card. You can do this. You can absolutely do this. This is absolutely doable and absolutely possible. Beautiful souls. Okay, pile 3, this is your reading. I'm rooting for you. Tons and tons of love. You know, what will happen with the situation? I think if you can truly, truly succumb to your heart's desire, the bit that's going to make your heart sing, rather than the logical bit of you that seems to be closing doors, stop doing battle and get your emotions and your mind working collectively for you. Think out of the box. Find your way forwards. You really do have the answers. You can do this. Then I believe success is absolutely assured for you. It really, really is. My beautiful souls, tons and tons and tons of love.